Good morning, everybody. One of my favorite days is when they announced the update for the following season. So we have two new characters coming out, and this is my first time seeing them, so you're getting kind of like a live reaction. We have Coco and we have Brez. I assume Coco is a shooting guard, and I assume that Brez is a point guard, but they don't specify here. But yeah, I'm assuming that's what it is. And they announced some skins as well. I'm not even gonna go into those because even though some of them sound really cool, just like it's like whatever. But so Coco's kit, she's kind of like a mix of Jessica and Mary because she has a dribble move, which Jessica has. She has quick stop throw, which I'm imagining is a shooting ability. Probably like you get the ball and you throw it immediately. Level 4 too, so it's got to be strong. She has long bounce pass, which is like Jessica's pinpoint pass, which Mary does not have, and off ball acceleration. So from this, it sounds like depending on how good quick stop throw is, if this is good and has like good disturbance resistance and all that, she could be really strong. She could be a better Mary. I don't like the dribble move. I mean, we'll see how it feels, obviously, but I think just like with Jessica's dribble move, this is going to be a bit of a dead ability. Don't imagine you use it very often, because think about it, like when you get the ball after off-ball accelerating across the court with Vanguard, you're just going to be shooting the ball most of the time. And if you're not, and you're having to use dribble moves, then you probably either picked Coco in a bad game for Coco, or you're not playing her proper. And that could be, a combination of you and your team not playing well together, whatever, but the dribble move is not great. Also hear a dog, sorry about that. There's a dog next to me. Brez to me just kind of seems like a worse version of Albert. He has a dribble move, which I don't like on point guards. I think the point guard has a dribble move. I probably don't like their kit that much. Layup, which is fine. Shot pass and a step back shot level 4. So yeah, I don't know. It just feels like a worse version of Albert, or like he shouldn't be a point guard. I don't like point guards with dribble moves and shooting abilities. I just don't like them being scoring, and like his layup move as well, like just way too much offense. I don't like that, and whatever, just a personal thing. I just don't like that. They are buffing Cole's tight defense, and if you saw my tier list, I think Cole's amazing, so the fact he's getting a buff is awesome. Leora is also getting a buff, which is interesting because I don't think she's struggling, and to give her level 4 U4, it just seems, I don't know, just seems random to me. But they are nerfing block avoiding. They're reducing the base hit rate, so that's good. I think that's a good thing to do. Meteor Dunk, they are now changing how you trigger it. I just don't like Meteor Dunk. I think it's easy to block, and I think that it's hard for your big to know when you're going to do it, so like they can't set a screen for it because they have to like guess. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of Meteor Dunk. I don't like it that much. I would probably take it off of Zac and Lightning, to be honest, because I don't find myself using it. Every time I see the indicator come up, I'm just like, nah. So that's a personal thing, I'm sure. They are nerfing Dylan, so they are saying that you can block him later in the animation now. So that's good, because that means you don't have to be as close to him as you had to be prior when you had to block his dunk, right? Because he would sprint to the 3-point line and then start the dunk, and by the time you could block him, he was already past the time, like the window to block him was already done, it elapsed. So that is a good nerf, and I mean, honestly, I don't think Dylan was OP before. I think he was annoying to deal with for sure, but I think as you're gonna see, as people get more used to him, like if your team is bumping him proper and they're not letting him do his sprint in the first place, then it's really difficult for him to score. And I've seen plenty of higher elo games where that's happening. That exact thing is happening. Lightning, they are increasing the height of his flying block, so cool. Lightning doesn't get enough play. I think his kit is already totally fine and feasible. It surprises me he's not picked more, so this buff, maybe they're just trying to convince people that he's pretty good. And the rest of the stuff is like cosmetic. I just want to quickly go over the characters' kits who have the speed abilities, because I mean, there are distinct differences, even though they're all very similar. There are definitely distinct differences between those characters, and I will let you know how Coco fits in. So let's just go to, what is this? Let's go to, so Dora. Dora has off ball, she has pinpoint, which is really nice. So that just means that she can run across the court and then throw it back to the point guard on the other side. Flash dribble, which is totally fine. The only gripe I have is like, if you're playing somebody who has off-ball acceleration, you're really looking to shoot the ball when you get it, and her only way of doing that is with a level 3 flash shot. And This does not go in very often. I can show you, like I could gear her, go into a training environment, and she'd miss 2 out of 10 green shots. That's not good because it also doesn't have much disturbance resistance, even if you have the affix for it, right? It's just I have the affix. It's by 5%, so 5 plus this give. Oh, hold on, sorry. This gives 2. It's 7. That's really not that much compared to anybody else that has other ability that's like a quick shot. So I just don't love this. I also don't love the flash dribble. You're most of the time scoring with your quick shot, whatever that is. And for her, it's just a flash at level 3. So I think Dora is pretty weak for that reason. If this were a different ability, she'd be totally fine. Very similar to Mary. And speaking of Mary, let's go to Mary. So Mary has flash shot 4. And that is when you get the 25% chance of ignoring opponent's interference. Now, this is what makes her so good. Is the fact that she can sprint across the court and then do that, and she has enhanced 3 points, which enables her to shoot from further out. And the drifting shot also makes sense. If you're in a position where you can't get the flash shot off, well, now you have a way of kind of using a screen that's not just like in the, because most of the time you're playing off ball, you're gonna be running down the baseline, your center's gonna screen in the middle of the paint usually, and then you'll be just, you'll just be flash shotting the other side. Whereas if you need to play with a screen now, if you need to play with a screen now, they can set a screen on the perimeter and you can just drift shot, past it. So it's nice that she has both options. I think her kit is almost perfect. If she had an ability to throw the ball across the court, I would say, like, say they got rid of the drifting shot and they made that, or enhanced 3 points, and they made that like a pinpoint pass, I'd love her. I think she'd be like the perfect sprinting character. I think the drifting shot's nice to have, but it's not necessary. I probably would trade either of those for a pinpoint pass. And the last one we have would be Jessica. So here is Jessica here. So she has drifting shot as well, level 4. She has pinpoint pass, which I like, same as Dora. I just wish this turnaround dribble move was anything else. I just don't really understand why you'd want this in a kit with somebody whose entire thing is sprinting. Like, you're trying to make distance with a sprint. When are you going to be dribble moving? To me, it's just not very intuitive when you'd be using a turnaround dribble move. I don't understand it, honestly. So the only other thing too with somebody like Jessica is that it's a bit awkward running Vanguard on her, because if you're passing the ball, when you proc Vanguard, you'd have to get the ball back immediately so that you can sprint with the ball while you have Vanguard procced. So it's like you need too much coordination. Like, you need to pass the ball and get it back immediately, then you can sprint with it, you get a speed boost. So at that point, it's like, well, what affixes do you take? Then I guess it has to be Big Heart, it has to be Sniper, and Chatterbox. So it's like Sniper, Chatter, Big Heart. It's okay, but like, I just think then you might as well just play somebody else, because you're not really utilizing how fast she's supposed to be. Because anybody that has Vanguard is going to be faster than her, even probably without off-ball. I haven't tested it, but sure, if it's just a sprint dribble speed versus Vanguard speed, you're probably making more distance with Vanguard. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. The only other thing too is, like, say you're playing Mary, right? So let's go back to Mary. So you're playing Mary. You pass the ball, you sprint across the court, and then they pinpoint pass the ball back to you across the court. You're also now getting the shooting buff of getting the pass from your point guard. Because, like, let's just say you're playing, doesn't have to be Yasmin or anything, let's just say you're playing Becky. So when you get a pinpoint pass from Becky, you're increasing their shooting accuracy by 15%. And also, same thing with just having pass stat in general. You also give the shooter bonus accuracy just by having the pass stat. So if you're playing somebody that just holds the ball like Jessica, you're now, like, not getting any of those bonuses of, sorry, there's this thing in the corner popping, there we go. You're not getting any of those bonuses, and I just think that's, like, it's just a bad kit, in my opinion. So I'd love her to work. I just think the other characters whose primary goal is to use their speed to get open looks, they just have, like, better kits overall. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the patch preview. I'm very excited for Coco. I think she's going to be great, a nice new addition to all of the speed characters in the game, and I am very excited. I'm not going to have the resources to get her aced, that's for sure, but I will get her eventually, I'm sure. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and very much looking forward to next season.